Okay, good afternoon. Here in my time it's afternoon. So now we'll see the load transfer, how the load transfer from slab to beam in a building construction or any structure. Uh, Before we design, so we have to know how the load transfer in the structure. We have different types of structures like beam, column, foundation. So we should know the load transfer. The load transfer now we'll see is how the load transfer from slab to beam, then beam to column. Now we'll see how the load transfer from slab to beam. Okay, let's say okay, we'll start. We should know during load transfer we should know that there are two kinds of slab, which is one way and two way slab. One way means if the longer direction of the cross section of the slab divided by the shorter direction of the slab, which is greater than or equal to 2, we call it one way. So the load transfer will be different. So if it's a two-way slab, when the longer direction of the slab divided by the shorter direction of the slab, when the result is less than 2, we call it two-way slab. So the load transfer and the calculation will be different. So when we are going to see the one-way slab, which is we call it one-way slab, if the larger direction of the slab divided by shorter direction, the larger direction is always with ly. Ly means the larger direction. Let's say, for example, if we have a slab of cross section which is 6 meter length and 4 meter width, so ly will be 6 meter because 6 meter is greater than 4 meter. So ly over lx means 6 meter over 4 meter, which is less than or equal to 2. So we call it this one way slab because it is, which is it's less than 2. We call it two-way slab. Therefore, let's see how one-way slab it's the load transfer in one-way slab, and how the load transfer in during two-way slab. During one-way slab, the load transfer calculation will be the total load, the load which is transferred to the beam from slab to beam, right? This is slab, this one is the beam. So how transfers from slab to beam? So which is the load will be, the load transfer load will be W times Lx over 2. How this transfer to this beam? We have two beams, right? This is one beam and this is one beam. In this beam, how the load of the slab to beam, so half of the total weight of the beam, the slab will be transferred to this section of the beam, and half of this will be, the remaining half will be transferred to this, so which is WLX over 2. LX means this direction, the shorter direction of the length. So W means the load of the slab. The load of slab will be dead load of the slab plus live load of the slab. This total will be here in W. Okay, let's see how two-way slab, in two-way slab, how the load transfer from slab to beam. So we have in different direction we have beams here. Here we have beams, here we have beams, here we have beams. So we'll see how the load transfer in two-way slab when the Ly over Lx is less than 2. We use two-way slab of the loading when if Ly over Lx is less than 2. What's Ly, what's Lx? As I mentioned before, Ly means the larger cross-sectional length of the slab, and Lx means the shorter cross-section of the slab. So it will be like this. Let's say like this. So we have two kinds in two-way slab. We have cross sections. We have two kinds of cross section, which is trapezoidal cross section here we have, and triangular cross section we have. For triangular cross section we have formulas, and also on the trapezoidal section also we have different formulas. For the triangular section, our formula, the load transfer formula, will be WLX over C. W means the total weight of the slab, which we call it the dead load plus live load. Whereas for the trapezoidal section, which is the trapezoidal section will be like This is the trapezoidal section of the slab. Trapezoidal section of the slab. This is the trapezoidal section. The formula will be W